Well, this week through the week, we've been working on these 2 pig pens that we had left for the sows. Just kind of piddling. I haven't filmed any of that, but today we're going to get these finished up. So the second one, we went ahead and got the panel cut and the boards put in place. We ended up having to put feeder pigs in here yesterday afternoon because they got out. That was like the 3rd time this week they had gotten out. One of them figured out how to lift up the plastic T-post with the hot fence and get under it. And the rest of them followed suit. So once they learned how to do that, they're smart enough, they'll just keep doing it. So we went ahead and just transferred those over into here, and that's where they're going to stay for a few days until we can get everything else done. So we're going to get these 2 pens finished. Actually, we got all 3 of them to do a little bit of work on, because those 2 there we have to hang the gates. This one we just got to finish the front and hang a gate. And then once that's done, we can start transferring these guys out into these pens and then tear all this out. And these panels we're actually going to use back here for the feeder pigs and make them a pen. And then we'll just use some higher, the cattle panels. We're going to get some more of those and build a big pen here in the place for Red, our boar, and that'll be the breeding pen. So this week we've gotten rid of most of the little babies. We only have 3 left that we're getting rid of. That little red one right here, as you can see behind him, he actually has a hernia. And so we're not going to be able to sell him. We're going to just keep him. But the rest of these should be going next week. First things first, we'll go ahead and cut our panel. If you ever need to cut one of these cow panels, a pair of bolt cutters works perfect. Just like that. Okay, go ahead. Yep, keep going. Gotta love a Harbor Freight stapler, buddy. Start it. So up here, we'll do one there, one here, and that'll be it. And then you can do those down there. Wire. Good on the end? Yeah. I want it sticking over. It needs to come in a little bit. Well, those pigs are all riled up back there. swing in. And it'll swing out. Mostly out. Got a little burnt hump there. So we're just doing the second gate here. The boys are working on that now. It just leaves the last one, and then just cutting off all these poles. So all these inconsistent wooden poles, we got to just top those off, and then these will all be done 100%. Now this chain is not quite long enough to reach around. It's like 2 or 3 lengths short. Good thing for me, I have some chain. I kept this little case and would put all my extra chain from light fixtures in here. And I've got just about any kind of chain you could imagine. Let's see if that'll work. That will work. Let's see if I've got a thicker one. That's kind of thin too. They're all about the same size. So. Of course, I got these handy chain pliers, which are awesome because you just take and push this in here. Well, and it opens that link up, and you can just push that back. Just like that. Now we can run it around, check and see. I'll leave a couple extra links on there just because I'm good to go. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move the little wean piglets over here into this pen that we just finished. So what we'll do, hold on, I'm going to put this up against that one. We'll use that board out here. Watch yourself. Just kind of hold that right there. Yep. Just do it like that. Yep. So the cool part is, you notice there's one missing. Just a few minutes ago, somebody came and picked one of these guys up, so it's one less we have to move. All right, Ginger. I know you're chilling over here, but it's time to go into the new pen, girl. All right, come on, let's go to the new pen. That corner's open over there, boys. I should say girls and a boy. Where are you going? Come on, goofies. Hey, don't move, Jonathan, okay? That way they won't scare them. These are getting some lunch in here. All right, piggies. Now just see if they'll go over there on their own, okay? If not, we'll catch them. It's not the end of the world, but come on, Ginger. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on. Get up. There you go. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on. Go on over that way. There you go. Go that way. They don't know to go that way. Hey, go that way, Ginger. Hop up in there so they don't come behind. Okay, stop. She's going. There they go. They're going. Just need one to go. There you go. See, that wasn't so bad. Check it out. A brand new home, huh? All kind of goodies back there. It's like a salad bar up in here, ain't it? Now, while we were working on those gates, Christian was over here with one of the other boys, and they got all these T-posts in for the feeder pig pen. So it's going to be 3 panels long down and through here. So 3 panels down. We'll have some boards at the end in the gate. I do the boards because it acts as a brace for the gate to hang on. One pole is going to be kind of wonky unless you concrete it in, and I'm not looking to do all that for just pigs. So it's easy enough just to dig 2 holes, put 2 wooden posts in with some boards on it, and that gives me something to mount their water dish against too that's solid, and it works great. It's worked great for Red's pen for all this time. So, and he's the biggest one we've got. So and over the next few days we'll work on tearing down that first pen. We can't tear down Bella's until we wean her piglets, which will be about another week and a half. But we'll go ahead and tear this one down and start on this pen and get some of this done. And that will allow us basically everything, the front and the end, and all that'll leave is just this bob wire back, and then this side, which we're using as their side of their pen. So they're big enough they're not going to go through this barbed wire. So we'll probably, when we get these panels up, move the feeder pigs back in here so we can move Bella over into that pen and then tear all the rest of that down. So it's a process. It's like musical pigs, but it's the way we've got to do it because we already have them, and trying to shuffle around, make everything work. Well, I have one more project to get done today. Unfortunately, it's in the mid to upper 80s. This is ridiculous for March. It has been, the last 3 days, it's been up in the 80s, and it's been about to kill us. I'm not ready for summer just yet, but it's supposed to cool off Monday back into the 60s and 70s again during the day, and I'm looking forward to that. Been under the weather a little bit this week anyways, so the heat really don't help with motivating me to get out here and get stuff done. So our last project of the day is over here by the garden. So the garden is actually doing really good. We've still got a few things we got to plant in here, but all of these rows of green beans are doing really good. All of these rows of corn, this corn is looking really good, especially in the areas where the chicken manure was. Look how tall that is already. It's good stuff. So I'm working on trying to get, we've got, you know, from when we had our yard before and before we cleared all the woods back here, we've kind of been doing our garden here and had some bushes and stuff. Fixing to move all these bushes. We have a little maple tree here. I'm going to get rid of this. And we're moving this water line on over near the fence. Won't be on the fence, but it'll be close. And the reason I want to move it is so that way it makes it easier for plowing up the garden with the tractor. When I plow both directions, and when you cut obstacles to try to plow around, it just takes forever, and I'm looking for simplicity. So we're gonna move that over here, and that will allow us to hook the automatic water up and leave it here full time. And that will allow us a spigot to be able to water the garden, but it's out of the way. Because I'm also working on doing some planter beds off the garden just a little bit along in here. Maybe a couple rows for raised beds for certain things. So it'll kind of be a good central location for the spigot. And what I plan to do is do a T at the top where I can have 2 spigots. Don't really need the blue stuff here, but I'm gonna need it for that next time. So. Take this, James, don't get it in the dirt, put it over down there on top of that pipe. There you go. Bend that up, pick it up. Yep. Nope. Pull it off. So this should have been a 45, not a coupling, because that pipe comes into that trench at a 30 to 45 degree angle. So we're gonna make do here. Ooh, that's hot. Let him cool off and harden, and it'll be our 45, or it's about a 35, but hopefully we can reactivate this glue here. Okay, grab that side, Jonathan. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah. Thanks. Alrighty. That is special. Look at all that glue.
Before you bury this, you should put a fence posting beside it.
Yeah, we will. Me too. Bingo. Well, there went my microphone. I probably sound dirty now. Give it a little bit higher. Like it to be even about with the top. Yeah.
Which you should honestly fill it in with the tractor.
Yeah, we'll. We're just trying to get this to stay though.
Because it's going to be hard getting it up.
All right.
Do we have a shovel?
Sweet. I'm gonna fill it in with the tractor. Well, unfortunately, my microphone died, so all of the video clips after this have no audio. But this was pretty much our last project for the day. I'm so excited to have a couple of hose bibs out here to where we're not having to disconnect hoses from the garden or from the cow trough to water the other. So it's going to be very handy in the future. So that's going to be all for this time. Thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see y'all on the next video.